Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on plotting with the occasional review. Today's video is day 16. So day 16, 1 month in my Bujo challenge continues, and today's focus is going to be setting up the week. I know usually I do that on Monday, but I was so busy and focused on the game, I really did not have the time. So on a Tuesday, we shall be working on that. Okay, so a couple of things. I just filmed part of this video realizing that the heater was on in the background and you couldn't hear anything. And when it went off, I thought, wow, it's really quiet now. So hopefully I don't forget what I had already said. Anyway, this is getting a little cramped because my weekly focus, I filled it out, not realizing I needed to move down more because there were things I hadn't added yet. I hadn't added the physical book I wanted to read for this week. I'm still not done with We Were Liars because I'm annotating that, writing in all of my notes, and then I forgot to write in choose my A is for audio, my audiobook for the week. So I wrote them in. It's going to look a little cramped and it's not that serious. First thing to note is this. I decided to listen to the audiobook Misery by Stephen King. I haven't read as many Stephen King books as you would think, especially as a mystery writer and someone who loves mystery. It's just because they're so damn big. I've just always I really love his movies though. I don't know if I'm going to get to that book yet or not, but I think Misery was one I really wanted to read for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's set in Colorado. Hello. Number two, because I actually watched the TV series, and I'm going to get the name wrong now. Is it Castle Rock? I was thinking of Fraggle Rock. I don't know why that popped into my mind. Love that cartoon. Yes, so it is Castle Rock. Sorry, the white balance is going to be crazy. Castle Rock. So Annie is one of the main characters in Misery, right? And so if you've ever watched Castle Rock, I believe it's season 2, it's based on this character. And so we did watch it. We loved it. And so I was like, I'm totally going to go back and actually read or listen to the audiobook of Misery. Right now, currently, with my wrist being what it is, I'm like, I can't hold a Stephen King novel to save my life. So I'm going to listen to the audiobook. And I absolutely love the movie. Who doesn't love Kathy Bates? She's amazing, especially in that role. And I love that she's moved on to American Horror Story because she's brilliant in that as well. So I made a note here, I made a little bar here to help cross off things, which obviously I'm doing a horrible job at because I've already read or listened to an hour and 48 minutes. We'll mark that almost as done. I wrote here 12 hours and 12 minutes because currently it's 7 hours and 37 minutes because this is the speed I listen to it at. And if I continue with that speed, it's only going to be 7 hours as opposed to 12 at the regular speed. So that's why I have two different times there. I just can listen to a book very on a higher speed and just hear it perfectly fine. I don't know if that means that they just read very slow. It's the same also when I have my niece, sometimes she wants to read a book that's a little bit big for her. So we'll listen to the audiobook and also visually read it. And we have to put the speed higher than normal because they read kind of slow, which is fine. But I find that is the case. Sometimes if you get multiple people reading a book, if there's a male and a female character perspective and they want to have two people reading the book, one might read quite faster than the other, if that makes sense, if you've ever experienced that. So I don't know. Do you guys listen to audiobooks at the regular speed, which is 1? I listen to at a 1.6 or 7. A 2 is a little too fast. Okay, so that has been talked about. Also, since Jade is here and is probably going to be with me a majority of spring break because my sister has her online classes that she's going to be working on for college, I don't know that I don't think this is her actual spring break, my sister's. So I wanted to get kind of a reading routine. I want to try to get Jade to read 2 books. They're having a normal spring break. It's only going to be 7 days. Sometimes we have a little bit longer than that, but this year it's not. We have nowhere to go because of COVID, in case you're watching this in the future. So, no need for it to be a super long break. Because I don't have much space here, I'm probably going to make this a collection, or, we talked about collections, an actions list in the back of a couple of books that she wants to read once she picks them out today. I also want her to focus on, I always forget the name. I don't know why I'm flipping so far back. It's some typing program they do online. Right now she's currently the best typer in her school. Right? So it's K through 5th grade, and she's in the 5th grade. So I want her to continue working on that throughout spring break. So I'm just going to put type, I think it's Type Club or something like that. It has a name. I just don't, because it's saved on our computer, I don't bother learning the name, which is awful. But I'm going to put Type Club. Books, and I'm just going to put Jade. And you do that today. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do, but it really depends on the weather. I think we're going to get that storm that Denver had moving in, and it looks cold outside. We were hoping to go for a bike ride during the spring break, getting some exercise, because sometimes here during spring break it is warm, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case this week, which is a bummer. So we might have to figure out some other activity. We're also going to go outside. Like, she likes to play volleyball, which obviously with my wrist I can't do right now. So she might play some basketball later when Jay gets off of work to get in some exercise, but not if the weather is going to be stupid. Ugh, so upsetting. Okay, what else? These are all first world problems, obviously. Looking here, state tournament, this is done. Like, I can continue to watch the rest of the teams, especially the team that beat us. We want them to obviously win state so we can say that we lost to the state champions. They were really good, unfortunately for us. So yeah, there's that. But I don't know that we'll continue watching them. We might. I don't think there's going to be any more games until tomorrow, so maybe I'll look that up. Because Jay, actually, we really like basketball. So state tourney. Was right, schedule, so that we can see all right, boys and girls. Unfortunately, the team that beat the girls lost yesterday, so we can't say that we lost to the state champions in girls. But I still want to see who wins, because it's usually the same people. I was going to say the same. What is that phrase that people sometimes say? Look at, now it looks too bright because the sun's fighting to come out. I'm sorry. The same suspects. It's usually the same suspects at state every single year. So I highly doubt it's anyone new. Okay, so vocabulary spread is something that I need to do. I need to do the vocabulary spread as well as this, which is going to be my physical book. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. So my physical book for this week, because I'm going to get through this, even if it's even if it's Sunday. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to change this because it's too bright. Hold on. Okay, and we're back. Hopefully that is better. And I'll just leave it even if it gets too dark once the sun, I don't even know what to say. I mean, it's just gray out there. So I want to say that the sun's behind a cloud. It's not really. I guess there's like less gray where the sun is right now. Who the hell knows? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes. My physical book for this week is going to be We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I love her. I've known about her since high school because I read her short story, The Lottery, which is absolutely brilliant. And then I just, moved on. And then when I was in college, we read The Lottery one more time. And I had never read any of her novels until I read, oh my gosh, I'm losing it. The Haunting of Hill House, because the TV series was coming out. I was like, I'm going to read the novel. It was brilliant. This one was also brilliant. And I watched the movie. Oh my gosh, with the sun, you guys. I'm sorry. Let me just close this window, and it's probably shade. gonna be too dark, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I think it was on Prime or it was on Netflix. I can't remember, but I really did like the movie. I thought it did a really good job as an adaptation. And I listened to the audiobook and I bought the physical book. So P is for physical, A is for audio. And I just decided that I really wanted to go ahead and annotate this book. So that's what I want to work on. I don't care if I don't get to it until Sunday. I want to start this week. That is a goal. So, as you can see here, I did only 15 pages yesterday because, you know, I was focused on basketball and people coming over, and I didn't get to very much of that. I'm sorry, this is falling everywhere. Okay. So here, I guess I could put that I want to finish my vocab and reading spread for the week. That's something like I'm sure Jade's going to want to watch a TV show together or a movie together, and I can be, you know, collaging as that happens. So I want to work on that, and then I want to work on my book spread. Now, okay, so last week I really did not, that's not it, like this book, and I had to push through. I talked about that, and then it got better towards the end. So I didn't take any notes on it because I didn't care. I didn't care about the characters. It was kind of rough, but it had a really good message in it once you got to the end and you understood more. Whatever. So for this week, I actually want to take notes on the audiobook I am currently listening to, which is Misery by Stephen King. And then I also want to take some like little bits of notes, just main characters and stuff, on We Have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. So I don't know if I'm going to split the difference. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it together to put two spreads, one for each. I could. So that's something I need to figure out as the day goes on. We'll see how that goes. So book spreads, and I'm going to put an S like this because maybe I'll make two and maybe I won't. You know, I don't want it to be like a hassle. Last week was perfect. It was just fun. It was easy. And I want that to continue. I can go ahead and mark this off because this page has been completed. This one has been started. And I think that's everything for the day. Yeah, I don't know. So I think I actually am not going to go ahead and set up any spreads on camera right now. I might save that for tomorrow's day. This was more of just talking about and thinking about the focus, the focuses for this week. Yes, we are currently on week 11. Okay, so I guess that's everything for today. I'll come back tomorrow and share these spreads with you once I figure out whether I'm going to do one for audiobook, one for physical book. I'm certainly going to do the vocab spread because that was fun and easy and I loved it. It really helped me out making sure that I am working on words, as I should always be. And that's everything. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.